Are you searching for information on the vehicle through the orbital network? Correct. I'm attempting to locate anything on vehicles parked at the southeastern part of the harbor district in the past hour. Of course, I'm searching every orbital database accessible from within across the city. Oh, perhaps I should hack the ABC's terminal and that geofront that Freckles is so very fond of? You can do that? Renne, just who are you? I'm starting to think you're not just the granddaughter of some toll maker. Oh, Grandpa Jörg is just an associate of mine. He's a friend who repairs my dear Pater Mater for me. And since I don't trust the professor, I had to discreetly ask elsewhere about fixes. The professor? And what the heck is a Pater Mater? That's not something you need to worry about. After all, I'm only here to observe Crossbow. Under the persona of Kitty, of course. I knew it. You know, playing that little game of tag was quite an enjoyable diversion. Freckles is formidable behind the terminal, but a friend of yours knows her stuff too. Well, I have a sneaking suspicion that she used a certain little trick of hers to gain the upper hand. You even figured that out? We're here, Lloyd. We came back as soon as we could, but... Oh? This girl again? Ain't she the dollmaker's grandkid? Yeah, like I said, long story. Found it. It looks like a Rhymes delivery truck was parked there 30 minutes ago. And it was headed to Belgard Gate. Now, for the truck number. Ah, here it is. Try contacting the driver with this number. I'm all but certain that this will lead us to our missing boy. Good work. Could you explain what's happening now? Yeah, man, I'm having a hard time following this. Of course. You must be Kitty. What? Oh man, I thought I was confused before. I'm completely lost now. I really appreciate you guys playing with me yesterday. It was oh so fun. However, I think we can save the explanation until after you found the boy, huh? She makes a valid point. Alright then, I'll give her number a call and see if I pick up. Lloyd called the phone number he received. Rhymes Deliveries? How can I help you? Hello there. Sorry to bother you, but I'm with the CPD, Special Support Section. Oh, thank goodness, I was minutes away from calling the Bracer Guild of Police. But I don't have either of their numbers memorized, so I just called my dad and... Please, sir. Just take a deep breath. You sound like you're in a panic. Has something happened? Well, you see... that little kid went off somewhere. I have no clue where, though. It must be him. I'm currently parked in the middle of West Crossbar Highway. I went to check my load after hearing some sound, and I found that kid in the back. He must have snuck in somehow. I knew that taking him to Belgate would be a mess, so I tried to call my boss to ask for help. But while I was on the call, he must have went and wandered away from the truck. Lloyd, what's the matter? Well, we've got a bit of an issue. Lloyd briefly explained the situation. He what? Unbelievable. This is bad news. Agreed, let's hurry and locate the driver. Listen, we're heading your way ASAP. Don't go anywhere, okay? Keep your truck exactly where it's parked. There's always a chance he'll come back. Right. Just hurry, okay? This is stressing me out. Everyone, we're heading to the west exit. And when you can... I'm coming with. I promise that I won't slow you down. But... I think it would be safer if you waited here for us to return. Did you forget already? I was the one who discovered the boy's whereabouts. Thus, I have an obligation to see how this unfolds. No matter what fate is in store for him. That sounds ominous. I don't know what your deal is, kid, but it's clear you ain't letting this go. Time's a wasting, Lord. Come on, let's just let her take along. You're right. When? I know you aren't an ordinary girl, but that doesn't mean you can do anything crazy. I need you to let us handle whatever happens. Can you do that for me? Fine, fine. In return, I'd appreciate if you stop treating me like a child. I think I've proven I can handle myself by now. I guess that's fair. Alright everyone, to the west exit. Our plan is to get to West Crossbill Highway and commence our search for Colin right away. Tio, can you scan the surrounding area? I was unable to detect him within close proximity of Crossbill City. However, I'm detecting a slight reaction from a transportation truck approximately 60 cells away from us. Just means we gotta go flag down this truck then. An orbital staff. Very interesting. I recall the other professor having a weapon similar to yours. The Epstein Foundation's gone and created quite the amusing trinket, haven't they? Other professor? And you claim he had an orbital staff? This is supposed to be the Foundation's latest model. You couldn't be. It couldn't be what? In any event, we should focus on finding that silly little boy. Before tragedy befalls this adorable little face. Yeah, you're right. Let's continue the search then. We probably can't use a bus. Yeah, because there's a bus schedule and we need to wait, which would be absurd at this point. When just level 78 with what is probably maxed out HP here. I just wanted to show that off. Okay. Man, I hope these guys get here soon. That kid's gonna be in some real trouble if I don't hurry up. You came. Oh, what a relief. You guys got here quicker than expected. We're sorry to keep you waiting. Hey, mister. Have you heard any blood-curdling screams since the boy disappeared? Or maybe the sound of something falling off a cliffside or violently hitting the ground? What? No, I don't think so. Well, that's good news then. It means our naughty little boy is still alive and well. Probably off then, detective? Yeah. She is sure something. She assessed the situation so quickly it's hard to believe she's only a child. Her being Kitty makes perfect sense now. This would never have happened had I double-checked the cargo. Whatever, ignore me and go find the kid. Come back! Did you hear that? Which way did it come from? The south, I believe. Yeah, sounded like it was coming from the direction of a police academy. Alright, let's hurry and check it out. So he's safe then. There he is. Wait! Don't go! Ah, he was chasing a butterfly all the way out here. He is a curious little brat, I give him that much. He had a long day now. Let's get him home. No! Those are... Those are wolves. This is bad. Can we make it in time? You have to keep him away from Colin. Wait, Ren? Stay away from him! Everyone, please! Leave it to us. Time to clean house. Oh. Okay, battle fight. That is one option to deal with. Power smash? Slash Wolf. This feral wolf is highly territorial. Its fighting abilities were owned in the wild. It's immune to freeze, KO, and death. So, faint, I mean. I believe what was fire slightly increased? We don't have a good fire spell. Oh yeah, Fang, right. Ow. That Fang cannot miss. Plasma Blaze. You bond. That could have turned out real bad. You're right, but wait, what about Renne and Colin? It's okay. Everything will be alright now. These nice people took care of all those big scary monsters for you. You're safe now, okay? Please don't cry. Wait, why are you... Why are you crying? I already said nothing is going to help you anymore. I never meant to save you, to involve myself like this. Renne. Renne, are you... Moronic! How utterly, completely moronic! I just wanted to observe. I decided I wasn't going to get involved. So why did I... Oh, Renne. I can't pretend to know or understand your circumstances, Renne. But I think it's clear you acted to save someone you care about. With your own two hands. The warmth that boy feels in your arms is proof enough. You did most of the work finding him. You were a little more than backup, honestly. But still, I'm glad we were here. It was an honor to help you, Renne. To help you protect what's important. I don't... Oh no, I have tears in my eyes. Great. Guess he finally tired himself out. He sure is cute when he sleeps. A pure, innocent child, free from the evils of the world. He's grown so much. When? You should know I just contacted his parents. They're on their way here now. Is that so? You were the one who saved his life, Renne. I think it's only right that we introduce you to them. Thank you, but there is no need. I'd rather you not tell them my name, or even that I was here at all. It's unnecessary. But... Listen, Renne. It's obvious you're something special. Children your age just can't do the things you're able to. Your skill with that scythe, your hacking as Kitty, not to mention your logic and analytical skills are the key to finding Colin. Honestly, it's hard to believe that someone as brilliant as you even exists in the first place. I don't think it would be an exaggeration to call you a true genius. Looks like you figured me out, detective. Yes, that's the essence of who I am. I can process information and immediately make the appropriate adjustment to nearly any situation. My combat, hacking, doctoral dissertations, archaism control, and not to mention tea etiquette. All of it made possible by my true essence. Doctoral dissertations? Never mind. So in other words, you're able to figure out just how to bring about any outcome you want. To make your dreams a reality. That's one way to put it, yes. Despite how impossible something may seem, I know what is necessary to make it happen. No, that's not quite right. To be more accurate, I know how to manipulate the world into giving me whatever I want. That's my true power. So that's how you see it. Then, what do you actually wish for? From the bottom of your heart. What do you want most? Pardon? The way you describe yourself, you're like a princess who can make the world grant any wish you desire. But I don't buy that. To me, you look like a lost kitten, confused about where she is and where she should go. Or maybe you actually do know where you should go. Maybe you just think there's too many obstacles in your way, that you can't make it there. I'm right, aren't I? That's just what my intuition is telling me, so I apologize if I'm out of line or off base. But remember, we are the special support section. If we find someone in need, we want to help them to the best of our ability. That includes you, Renne. Even if we can't walk you all the way home, we can at least give you the first boost you need to overcome those obstacles. I wasn't expecting you to be as good at making up stories as you were at solving cases. How could someone like you possibly understand someone like me? I can't, and I won't pretend I'm able to. But maybe others can. People that you want nothing more than to trust and rely on. I'm sure right now, you have a ton of things to work through. A ton of challenges to overcome. So, why don't you lean on us just a little as you begin your climb? You don't... Lloyd, the Hayworths just arrived. I'm sending them in, okay? Wait a second. If you want, you can hide in that closet, okay? Alright, Ali, you can send them in now. Okay, just a moment. My boy! Colin! Hey, dearest, thank you. Oh, thank you. There's Renne. I'll explain later, but she's hiding in the closet over there. She's what? Why would she do that? Feels like we're missing something. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. For the rest of our lives, we never forget what you've done for us today. Harold deeply bowed his head in appreciation. No, please, there's no need for that. Right, we were just doing our jobs. No, you don't understand. If we hadn't found Colin, we could have... Truly, thank you. It's alright, honey. Everything is fine now. Why are they so... Colin? Huh? Mama? Papa? What are you doing here? Oh, Colin. Thank the goddess he's okay. Don't you know how much you made us worry? Oh, I had so much fun today. First I followed the Mishi car all over the city and made tons of new friends. When we were playing hide and seek, I thought I would hide in this big truck, but then it got all dark and started to move. When I finally got out, I saw this yellow butterfly and started to chase it. It was so pretty. And then... Wait. There's the purple girl. Purple? Girl? Yeah. You should have seen her. She was so strong. She was nice. And smelled nice. And she had purple hair, just like Papa's. What? Excuse me, Renne. Just who is this girl that he's talking about? Well, there was a girl who offered to help us search for Colin. She might have been a tourist, but we can't be sure. She didn't tell us much about herself. I see. Thank you. It couldn't be. I wish that I could see her again. So we could play together again. Colin. It looks like he went right back to sleep. He's welcome to rest here as long as he needs, Mr. Hayworth. We don't mind, honestly. You've already done so much for us. A girl with the same hair color as me, though. Perhaps this is the goddess's protection. She sent her to save Colin. It must be. You two must have gone through quite a lot. Well, it's okay, dear. You can tell them. They've done so much for us, it's only fair that we share the story. You're right. The truth is, we once had a daughter. But that was more than 7 years ago. Had? Does that mean? Yes, we lost her in a terrible accident. No, accident is too forgiving a word. Our daughter, we may as well have killed her ourselves. What? What are you saying? 8 years ago, I had just started my trading business. I was struggling to survive in Crossbell's growing cutthroat market. As a result, I took a risk investing in a company from the Colbert Republic. And in the process, I racked up a very large debt. So we lived on a run with our little girl. We ran and ran and ran, but the debt collectors always caught up. No place was safe for us. We knew it was only a matter of time before the mafia decided to settle things once and for all. Fearing that, we entrusted our daughter to an old friend. This friend lived in the Republic, and he was someone I trusted dearly. My intention was to repay my debts, and after wiping my slate clean, return for our daughter. Luckily, with some sound advice from a reliable lawyer, we were able to crawl out of debt. I rebuilt my livelihood by using every connection at my disposal and working relentlessly. Somehow, some way, I managed to repay the entire sum in just 1 year. It meant I could finally see my daughter again. We could go back to being a family again. Or at least, that's what I thought. When we returned to my friend's estate, it was gone, burnt down in a fire. At that time, there was a rampant string of organized arson and burglary cases in the Republic. My friend's home was one such victim. Because it was in a rural area, the authorities were unaware and hadn't responded. And our daughter, who we'd entrusted to him, was... We searched through the wreckage. We were frantic, desperate to find her. But the bodies were burned beyond recognition. All the autopsies could confirm was that everyone in the house had died. Our daughter, our irreplaceable treasure, was gone forever. All that remained was despair. After sending our only daughter to her death, we no longer knew what we were living for. We even thought about taking our own lives. But then, Sophia discovered she was pregnant. She was carrying our second child, Colin, the little brother our baby girl would never know. Colin became our everything, our new reason for living. I then dedicated myself to honest trade, determined to avoid repeating past mistakes. Once Colin was born, we felt as if we could finally start over. Though in truth, all we were really doing was living in denial. And not just the denial of our grief from losing our daughter, we were also in denial of our guilt. The guilt we held for the sin we had committed. That is the burden we carry. Forgive me for putting you through such a long, sad tale. So that's what happened. I don't know what to say. Damn. My condolences. As our son grew older, he reminded us more and more of our late daughter. And before we knew it, we were gripped by those pangs of guilt we had long tried to bury. We should have never let go of her little hand. Families are supposed to stay together no matter how painful things are. What kind of parents leave their child behind? We were consumed by that regret. And so, we resolved to look at things in a different, more optimistic light. We believe that it was through our daughter and the guidance of the goddess herself that we were blessed to have Colin. Therefore, to honor that blessing, our family must persevere and find peace. That's the only way that we can repay our daughter for watching over us as she has. Believe me, we're painfully aware of how selfish it sounds, but it's all we can do. Mr. Hayworth, we all simply have to do whatever we can to overcome our guilt and regrets. Yeah, sometimes the best way to mourn someone is to just move forward, keeping them in your heart. Thank you for saying so. I hope you're right. But aside, there is something I still don't understand. The girl that helped Colin had purple hair like mine. Is that right? Our late daughter also had my same hair color. Do you mean? Yes, it's as if our little girl came down from heaven to protect Colin herself. Would you do me a favor, everyone? If you happen to see her again, could you let us know, please? We'd love to meet her and give her our sincerest gratitude. Of course. If we do see her again, we'll pass along the message. They left Renne. It's okay. You can come out now. Ren, are you really okay with this? If you run, I'm sure you'd be able to catch up with them. No, it's fine. It's just that one of my reasons for coming to Crossbell is gone now. So, this is fine. Okay then. Hold on, man. Are you absolutely sure? Have you truly thought this all the way through? Aren't they your... Easy there, mademoiselle. There are some things that go wrong in this world that the average person can't understand. Can't fix. Stuff like this is not really something we get a say in. I know that, but I'm inclined to agree with Randy. Please, there's no reason to make such a sad face. Thank you, Detective. You were right. There have been obstacles blocking my way home. So thank you for removing that one. I see. Well, I'm just happy we could help one. Of course, it would be rude of me to ignore the rest of you. Thank you too, Ellie, Theo, and Randy. I promise that I'll find a way to repay you for all you've done for me. For now, I'll have to excuse myself. She's trying to hold back the tears. Are we really doing the right thing? Shouldn't we chase after her and... I know, it crossed my mind too. But I don't think that's our role in all this. What do you mean? Is that what your intuition is saying? No, it's nothing like that. Hello? Anyone here? That voice. I think it came from the first floor. Oh, it's you two. What brings you here? Hey there, guys. Sorry for barging in like this. We probably should have called ahead of time. We have something urgent we really need to confirm with you, though. Could you spare us a few minutes? It shouldn't take long. Sure. I don't see why not. Is something going on? Is this related to the Schwarze Auktion, perhaps? No, actually. We had to put that one on back burner for a bit, unfortunately. The thing is, I heard from an eyewitness that Lloyd was walking around with a certain girl this afternoon. Huh? A young girl with purple hair. One was probably wearing a frilly white dress. Wait, so you're talking about Renne, right? I knew it. Wait a minute. You two know her? Yeah, it's kind of a long story. We haven't seen her in months, but I suppose it's true. She really is in Crossbell. Estelle, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm just so relieved that my legs gave out from under me. Alright, now's not the time to be sitting around on my butt. I'm hunting you down, Missy, and you can't stop me. Well dang, looks like Ren's one popular kiddo. Not to mention her rivalry with Jonah. She really knows how to leave an impression. Wait a minute. You don't mean to say that Renne is a bracer, do you? I know she's talented, but she's too young to be doing something so dangerous. No, she's not a bracer. She's someone special to us. For the last 6 months, we've been chasing her everywhere, hoping to catch her, and finally, Well, invite her to become part of our family. Your family? I can't even begin to imagine how all this started. Yeah, it's pretty complicated, honestly. We only learned the full story ourselves after coming here to Crossbow. Hey now, it's not like you to get so discouraged. You were just telling me earlier how the Hayworths story was going to be crucial in getting Renne to open up to us, remember? Yes, that's right. It definitely will. The Hayworths? You mean Harold and Sophia Hayworth? What? How do you guys know these names? I was about to ask you the same. Lloyd, it might help to fill them in on everything that happened today. And Estelle has tears in her eyes as well. And so, you just missed her. The two of you showed up right after she left. Estelle? I'm fine. It's just... I can't stop. It's okay, Estelle. Yeah. Sorry, Yoshi. And you guys for causing such a scene. I don't know what to say. She wasn't abandoned. Her parents never stopped loving her. And she was finally able to face the bittersweet truth. A bittersweet truth. So he knew of the Hayworth story too. Yes, and all the sorrow, grief and misunderstandings involved. Renne's been lying to herself most of her life. It's all she could do to protect herself from the cruel path she was forced onto. By trying to replace her parents with Patamata, she abandoned all hope of ever uncovering the truth. But that's understandable. It's not uncommon for kids to protect themselves with psychological defenses like that. Yes. However, so long as she relies on those, she'll be unable to move forward. And she cannot return to her past either. Right. And that's why we resolved to help Renne find the courage to face the truth of her past. The truth may be tragic, but you can feel the love buried within it, the warmth it carries. Because of that, we believed she could overcome it. But in the end, it seems we didn't even need to tell her that ourselves. Yeah. It looked to me that she came to terms with it on her own. I'm glad. Thank you, Lloyd. Special support section. I don't know how we can repay you. Please, don't worry about it. Renne helped us and the rest just sort of came together on its own. That's right. Okay, it's decided. Since our biggest obstacle is gone now, I won't be holding back anymore. You better watch out, Renne. With that out of the way, I'm going to catch you and make you part of a bright family for sure. There she is. I think watching that just gave me whiplash. But no doubt about it, that's the Estelle we know and love. Indeed, her optimism is blinding. That's one of her strong points. There's nothing more terrifying than a wild Estelle caught up in the moment. And don't forget it, Buster! Guys, leave Renne to us. Lloyd, Ellie, Theo and Randy? I'm sure we've said it plenty of times by now, but let me say it one more time. Thank you so much, really. Estelle bowed her head. Estelle, it's fine. He's right, Estelle. Listen, guys, if you ever need a hand with anything, don't hesitate to call us. I think by now, we're all past this whole police versus bracer rivalry. Yeah, if you ever need us, you can bet your sweet bibbies we come running. We'll keep that in mind, thanks. If the going gets rough, I know exactly who we're calling first. Afterwards, the SSS, Estelle and Joshua went over to Long Lao Tavern and Inn on East Street and bonded over dinner. There they discussed the truth behind the incident that happened in the Liberal Kingdom, as well as various details of the Bracer's journey. And the SSS learned of the enigmatic organization known as the Society that Renne is affiliated with. All in all, the group shared a variety of stories and secrets well into the night, bringing the 4th day of the anniversary festival to a close.